Question 03-887-000. What would you like to ask Sally this morning?
From Sally's Diet Right.
Welcome, Sally Sawaya.
Thank you, Gavin.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So if you have a question for Sally, Sally is the dietitian from Sally's Diet Right. You can check Sally out online. It's sallysdietright.com or Sally's Diet Right on Facebook. And if you don't get your question answered now, she will answer your questions on Facebook. So 03-887-000 if you have a question for Sally this morning. Let's do some of last week's because we had so many questions from last week. Can we do a couple from last week?
Sure. There's this question from a person who's 3 months pregnant, and she says, can food lower stress during pregnancy? Are there certain foods that are good?
There are certain foods, Olga, that are good for stress in general. You know, these foods are rich in B vitamins because there's a variety of B vitamins which are found mainly in whole grains.
Okay.
So this is one, the B vitamins. Another thing is the magnesium.
Okay.
Magnesium is found in green leafy vegetables such as spinach, hindbay, lettuce, rocket leaves.
And these make you happier?
These, because they contain magnesium, B vitamins, anti-stress, as well as omega-3, which is found in salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. So these types of nutrients, they help you feel much better and less stressful.
But it's not just for pregnant people.
For anyone, yes, sure.
Somebody else is asking, is it okay to take medication for glucose intolerance to help reduce my weight along with the diet?
Okay, if you have a problem with your glucose level in the blood, or you have central obesity, which means a lot of fat on your belly area, you may want to visit a doctor before taking these types of medication. The glucose intolerance medication really actually helps in some cases, but you need to consult the doctor to check the dose. And after that, you have to go on a moderately high protein diet. And when your levels of insulin and glucose go back to normal, then you can go back to a normal, balanced and healthy diet.
How do you know that you have glucose intolerance?
You do blood tests, you check for your glucose and also HbA1c. It's a little bit technical.
Does it show in any way? Like, why would I go get this tested in the first place?
You have to get tested. I mean, Olga, like every 6 months, we have to do some blood tests anyway. So it's good to check. If you have also obesity or central obesity, you need to do these exams. Blood tests.
She's staying with us until 10 this morning. Is Sally from Sally's Diet Right. 03-887-000 if you have a question this morning. Which bread?
Sage bread.
Sage.
You know, Gavin, the thin one.
They make it on that oven.
Oh, okay, yes, nice. Yeah, I like sage,
So is it the same calories as other types of bread or no? And what is the best type of bread in terms of health and low calories?
I like sage bread, but the most important thing is that to read the label. Go for they're normally actually made with whole grain bread, Olga, and we always recommend that we have whole grains or whole wheat bread. So sage is made of whole wheat, but make sure that it's not loaded with salt. The only problem with the sage, to make it elastic like that, and in order to bake it, you have to put lots of salt in it. So that's why not always sage. Alternate between sage, whole wheat, whole grain, multi-grain. Just choose the whole grain one with the the brown one, not the white. The white one is normally we don't recommend it much because it doesn't have that nutrients and it doesn't have fiber, which is good for you.
Okay. Another question. Good morning, guys. Dear Sally, there is a big gap between my lunch and dinner, and I have no time to snack in between. But for dinner, I eat big amounts of food plus dessert right after, and it gives me a huge belly. What do you suggest? And what kind of foods bring you energy instead of fat?
Okay, it's a bit hard to stay from lunch to dinner without snacking. I would say just have the easy snack available with you, because if you don't snack, then you'll have a large dinner as he's having. So the most important thing, like just have some dried fruit and nuts on hand, a muesli bar, cereal bar, just anything just to munch on at least 2 hours before you have your dinner. This way you'll not have a big appetite for dinner.
Maybe have it in your car when you're driving home.
Exactly, and some like 6 almonds and 2 walnuts together, or just dried fruits or fresh fruits, something easy to have like a banana or something. This way you will not have a huge dinner. For dinner, start with your salad or soup. This way you will not have a huge main meal again. So make sure you have a low-calorie starter and then have a main meal and avoid desserts at night.
So you're filling your stomach in the beginning and you feel like you're full, and you haven't actually consumed a lot of calories.
And avoid that dessert at night. So probably just put something, a lozenge that or any sugar-free candy that can help you change the...
As if you've had sugar.
As if Change your taste
Trick
buds.
yourself.
Yes, trick yourself. Exactly.
This one says that they have a sister who doesn't eat vegetables or fruits at all. And what do you suggest for her other than convincing her to eat them because it's hopeless? So
Yeah,
somebody who
I
doesn't
know.
eat vegetables and fruits.
It's very hard. If she doesn't like fresh vegetables, maybe she can like the boiled ones, or the ones incorporated in the stew, like spinach, ملوخية, lubia stew. This way she gets her vegetables as part of the main meal.
Yeah.
And as for fruits, if she doesn't like the fresh fruits, maybe she can go for dried fruits or a fresh fruit juice to give her the vitamins and minerals. If both are not working for her, then I do recommend to have a multivitamin and mineral supplement. She can have 1 tablet a day. And as for the fiber in those foods, she can have them from whole grains and legumes.
Okay. Another question. Somebody's asking, we've had this question before, is there a specific food group that each blood type should eat?
Yeah, this one, I get that very often, I know. It's not true, and there's no scientific evidence that it helps in weight loss. And it's also too restrictive, Olga. Imagine that you are an O-positive blood type, and then you have to maybe live literally on meat. You cannot have any other food, so it's very, very restrictive. And you can have deficiency from that because you're not eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains,
so you're not getting everything you actually
you're not
need.
getting. So you may be prone to deficiencies, and it's too restrictive. You cannot stay on it for too long. And some people have different needs and different preferences. You may have a medical condition that you cannot have too much meat, for example.
Sure.
So everybody is different. So you should go for the personalized diet. Each person has a personalized diet that he or she can benefit from. But normally it's a healthy, balanced, low-fat, high-fiber diet.
Okay. Somebody's also asking about flaxseed. Do they affect someone who's taking aspirin regularly because of its anti-clotting actions? And they say that they understand that your advice doesn't replace that of a doctor and they'll be responsible, but they're just asking you.
Okay. Flax seeds, Olga, we always recommend it because it's really very healthy. It's rich in minerals and fiber as well as omega-3s. And you say omega-3 is very good for the brain, for the heart health, and flax seeds in general are good for digestive health and, it has cancer preventive benefits. However, if the person is taking these blood thinning medications such as aspirin, then omega-3 will actually increase the effect of that medication. So we should check with the doctor, yes.
Oh, so it is maybe dangerous.
It is. Some people take it together. Some people with heart problems take it together, but it's better to consult the doctor to check the dose.
Okay.
Great. Sally, thank you very much for coming in today.
You are most welcome, Gavin.
So, again, how can we get in touch with you?
Sally'sDietRight.com or Sally's Diet Right on my Facebook page. The right is spelled R-I-T-E.
Sally's Diet Right. Sally, thank you for coming in.